Woo! Oh my God! Go and follow Pi. Wow!
Hello and welcome to Grenada. All quiet at the moment, it's just me on board because Judy's flown back to the UK to help her mother with a move. But for most of this episode there were three of us because we had youngest daughter Millie with us on her last week of her holiday, so lots of activities. I hope you like the film. Coming up, the very surprising island of Mustique, going off-piste in St Lucia, and finding some remote anchorages on the way back to Grenada. Our last episode was our first week with daughter Millie, exploring the islands and swimming with turtles. We were trying to show her the best of the Grenadines. We certainly found a stunning anchorage. That was the Tobago Cays, but now we must return north for Millie to fly back from St Lucia. But first, Millie has a place on her bucket list to visit. The exclusive island of Mustique. It lies a little further east, so involves a bit of an upwind fight to get there. But with the right boat, going upwind can be fun too. Mustique is a very welcoming place. You have to take a boy and you have to pay for 4 nights, but trust me, you'll want to stay. Souped up gopher trolley, this one. It's not just a standard gopher trolley, it's a souped up gopher trolley.
There's some smaller golf trolleys over there, but these are pretty niche.
This is the American version of the golf.
Oh, is that what it is?
The English version.
Oh, okay.
Everything about this place is colourful, even the tortoises. Contrary to what you might read about the island, apart from a few weeks where it's reserved for the exclusive use of its superstar residents, the rest of the time you are free to wander. And it's got everything. Yes, the anchorage is a tad rolly, but no worries, as you'll want to spend your time ashore. So we wander around and look for things to do the next day. There's no shortage of sports here. Tennis. Maybe Mick Jagger or Tommy Hilfiger will want a doubles partner. We go to the famous Basil's bar to discuss it. No, I'm kidding. Anyone who knows our girls will know that Judy indoctrinated them in one thing only: horses. Millie could ride before she could walk.
He's like, what's his mother?
Oh, it's been a while.
Please don't let him stress you out. He's just being dramatic. He's actually lovely.
20 years of horses. It took me that long to get any of the females in our family to consider sailing as a sport. Being around horses again made me slightly nervous. Riding here is not just a hack through the lovely countryside and the woods. We're heading for the beach. As someone who doesn't want to ride anything without a throttle, I took the golf cart option to get there.
It's what you're doing, it's making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling.
Oh my god! Go and follow Pi. Wow! Good boy!
You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too. 'Cause you've been looking at me all night, trying to figure me out. I just wanna let you know. And I ain't playing no games, baby, you won't change. I only want you.
Woo! Come on then. Come on then. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Woo! Whoa! You're doing proper swimming. Woo!
Making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling.
That was quite a big one.
It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling.
You're properly swimming. Okay, I'll do it. Woo! So hang on.
So what's it like swimming with them then?
Absolutely amazing. When he really got going and got swimming into the waves, I was like, that's fantastic. It's beautiful. I think he enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Harvey?
And you went very deep.
Yeah, he saw the horizon. He went.
Wow. It was a wrench to leave Mustique, but Millie had a plane to catch in St Lucia, and we wanted to have a last try at finding a good trek to a waterfall. So it's back to our usual anchorage in Soufrier, where you can check in, and we know a man who hires out a car. We have to admit at being disappointed in what we had found in St Lucia the first time. It just seemed, well, touristy. The top waterfall, for instance, is often listed as Tural Waterfall. The reviews were good, although it says it can get busy, so we went first thing. It's right at the roadside and basically is a muddy puddle with a pretty enough waterfall in a very fake Disney type setting. Not for us. Fortunately, this time Millie has done some research. Deep in the interior there's a jungle hike to a little known waterfall. It was once a marked trail but hasn't been used for some time. The trailhead was described as impossible to find without a guide, but we had the coordinates. How hard could it be? The roads got less road-like the further we got.
Oh yes.
But even if we didn't get there, it would have been worth it for the views. Our instructions said we would only be able to make it to the trailhead with a 4x4, so the last bit was on foot.
Judy straight into scrumping mode.
Well, they're not in any way right. They are very green.
Yeah.
You want to turn off the distraction?
Trying to keep the trainers dry for the plane.
So I don't wear socks and sandals.
Yay.
What are these leaves? They look like banana leaves, but they can't be.
No, I don't think so.
And the ferns, look, they're fantastic.
It's the scale of everything. It's all massive.
Mr. Crab.
He's getting his arms out, he just wants a hug. Give me a hug, he says, give me a hug.
Ooh!
Into the bushes he goes. Lovely plants.
It's my nemesis because I've tried to grow calathea at home like 10 times and they always die, and here they thrive.
Yeah, huge. Just at the side of the road.
Beautiful and things.
And look at these. Is
Oh my gosh, Japanese peace lily.
that what it is?
Yeah?
I'm not
I
sure.
might just be saying absolute rubbish.
Lots of pretty stuff. Down the
Start
track.
of the jungle walk.
But then do we go up again?
All on the way back, yeah.
Okay.
It's odd going down to a waterfall.
It does. Apparently there's a pool at the top.
But they did say that it was down to the water.
Okay.
It's about a 5-mile trek along a ridge, but it's high enough and shaded enough to be cool.
Beautiful, beautiful.
We're going round and bowl, I think.
Yeah, there's sort of a path here, isn't there?
There's definitely a path.
There's been a path, it's just a bit
But
sort
if
of...
you look in there, there's just a hole.
Yeah.
And there there's a bit as well, so
Yeah.
yeah. And now we're going up.
And at some point we're going to come down that completely.
Slide. Mudslide.
Okay, here we are. Stockholm, London. I'm not sure they're in exactly different directions from here, but there you go. Well, I think this is the river that comes from the waterfall, so I think we are having to go up quite a bit.
Oh, you think you're going to go up
Yeah,
to
and
the
round
top
the back.
over there?
Yeah.
In the
So,
forest, in the jungle.
yeah.
There's several meeting.
It's coming from 4 different directions, so you need a roundabout just about there. You could go up that way or down this way.
Yeah, we've got signs to Stockholm, but none to the top of the waterfall.
Okie doke.
Try a little map.
Map says down, which means crossing one of the larger streams.
Millie doesn't want to get her shoes wet, and Judy's just going to crawl across by the look of it.
It's an aerial route. It's like a big straw. All the way down. That's Luci. Yes, it's the sort of place you might expect to be chased by a random boulder. But all that's here to guard it are the land crabs, and as we know, they just want a hug.
I am fairly confident the top of the waterfall is just over here.
Ooh.
Hear a different noise.
around the back. Right at the back. You don't get hit then.
It's powerful, but there's a way in close to the cliff. Out in the flow, you get a proper pummeling. It's surprisingly shallow, but it's a great waterfall. A good last day with Millie.
So we've dropped Millie off. We're now going to make our way back south for hurricane season. Going to be quite a fast trip by the look of it because there's a lot of wind. Just need to get you to go over a bit. We're getting blown about here as we try and lift the anchor. But we're going to try and get to Myro, which is the, sort of the biggest island in the Tobago Cays. We haven't been there before, so that should be quite nice. It's going to take us a while to get the anchor up, though, by the look of it. We've been blown right round. Have a look at this. So just in the 10 seconds that I was talking then, the bow got blown off completely. You're never sure if the wind is just katabatic in the anchorages here and what it's going to be like when you're out in open sea. But it normally ends up being 20-25 knots, always coming from the east or thereabouts. I think there's a little bit of south in it at the moment, which is a shame as we're going south. But yeah, I think we'll get a good angle today, hopefully.
There are so many lovely islands to stop at, so we're going to pick our way down and find some more clear water because I'm loving the diving. It's just wonderful.
Usually there's an area out of the katabatic winds before you hit the ocean swell to get the mainsail up. Sadly, our timing on this occasion was just wrong. Freaky gusts of winds from the headland made it all a bit of a fight. Just as quickly as the gusts came, they left.
See, Navionics seem to think we can go through that gap there, but it also tells me it's 4 meters, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to go round these two little islands here. Not much further, and I feel so much safer.
Full sail, we're off, headed for Grenada. With the first overnight stay in Cornish Bay. A thin isthmus of sand keeps the easterly swell out of the bay. There is limited anchoring in here and the frontmost positions are taken up with buoys. But inside you're treated to the perfect crescent of white sand. And a beach backed with palm trees. Staying here, there's no doubt that you've entered the Caribbean. Our next island is somewhat different. A private, virtually deserted island.
The seas have got a little bit lumpy here. It's because we've got a bit of a shelf underneath it. This is the edge of the volcano. Rond Island is the only bit that sort of sticks out here. Kickham Jenny is the volcano which is underwater in there. There's a bit of activity at the moment. If you saw the episode on the way up, we had to skirt around the other side of it, but we've managed to come around this side. It's sort of on the edge of the exclusion zone, this one, but there is an anchorage in there, so if it's calm enough we'll stop. I hope in the lee of this island we get enough calmness.
As we get closer, we are joined by the birds. Shearwaters, a delight to watch as they swoop around the boat. They are looking for flying fish who might be disturbed by our passage through the water. They seem to like to play with the lift from the sails, getting very close. Sometimes too close. Shearwaters are capable of diving to 200 feet using their wings underwater. The frigate birds seem to get jealous and fight them off. After a while, we notice a lot of interest from the birds astern.
We've suddenly got a lot of birds around us. And they're taking a bit of interest in my lure, so I think I'm going to have to bring that in. They can obviously see it skipping across the top there. Yeah, I don't want to catch a bird.
No one seems to know who owns this island, although it was up for sale in 2007 for a cool $100 million. I'm sure at some stage it will be developed. But for now, it's a wild, slightly rolly, lovely anchorage.
Yes, it's definitely worth going to the less travelled places, I think, in the Caribbean and trying to find those remote anchorages as well. I mean, Mustique was a real surprise for us as well, really lovely. I don't think we would have gone there if it wasn't Familia who really wanted to go, but we're really glad we did. Really friendly people. Catherine, who runs the equestrian centre there, couldn't have been more helpful. She was running me around in the golf trolley for most of the day, and Sean, who was the lead rider, was brilliant as well. So yeah, hope we get to go back there again. At the moment though, we've got to stay south of Grenada for hurricane season. So when Judy gets back, we'll probably go to the ABCs and then we'll just work out a route from there where we're going to go. But until then, I'm going to be doing some boat jobs. I've got obviously the football to watch because England's won the first match in the Euros, so brilliant, we might go far in that. And yeah, I'll get a few technical videos done between that as well. So as ever, thanks for watching. See you next time.